Hey boys, what's up? It's your guy Eddie. Today I'll be doing a different kind of video. Normally I'll be posting stream highlights, mostly about Fortnite and yeah, funny stuff that happened on my stream. But I really want to talk to you guys about this new game called Borderlands 3 and how to correctly play the flag because it's too fun. Okay, first of all, you must know and keep this in mind that if you really want to enter this build or this character, that you're basically a stick man with huge guns or a 2D character, like an animated character with 3D guns. Okay, no one cares about your health. All you care about is your damage output and your critical hit damage. That's all you care about. Alright, let's get right into it. First of all, you must have the skill called Fade Away. Fade Away makes you invisible, like you can see. My guy's invisible right now, and it plus a lot of percent into your critical hit damage. Not only that, the guns that you'll be using end game basically go so well with this build that you'll never have to reload and you do a crap load of damage. Alright, let's go down to Stalker build for Flak right now. And all my build is based on gun damage and fire rate and critical hit damage. So what I put in is 5 on Fierce Attack because it gives that gun damage per stack, and you can stack up to 10. So that's I don't know, a lot. And obviously Overclock because it gives you fire rate, and Eager to Impress. It gives less cooldown on Fade Away. Oh yeah, that's also another thing. Make sure you have a lot of points into keeping your action cooldown to the minimum, so that you can keep repeating the damage. And a lot of people are gonna say this is weird, but who the hell put lick the wounds? Like, it's really important though. Like, trust me, because you're gonna be fighting a lot of crazy intense fight, and then you're gonna be down, and then like me, I'll be playing solo or with my friends, but they don't really care about me, so I gotta have my pet. My pet always got my back. He's the one that's resing me most of the time. And I put 1 point in the turn and turn tail and run. This is also really good because it helps you regen. But that's not the most important part because you're gonna be doing so much damage that it doesn't even bother like to heal. And you got your pet, so I mean like yeah, it's whatever. And I also gave 3 points to this the Fast and Furious because it gives gun damage and movement. The reason why I put 1 point into turn tail and run is because you really want to get the unblinking eye in your action skill augment because it's really good. It's plus 75% critical hit damage per hit, which is insane. And the other augment that you want is also the Gorilla in the Mist because Fade Away doesn't go away after 3 hits. Instead, it stays for 8 seconds, which is a crap load of time to deal absurd amount of damage. And of course, you want this pet because it gives plus 5% critical hit damage. Alright, moving on to the blue one. Persistent Hunter is pretty good. I put points in this because it gives more gun damage and action skill duration. But yeah, it's pretty important. Also, onto the Hunter build. This is a pretty good branch. You gotta max out this one because it gives a lot of stuff. As you can see, damage and whatever. Yeah, that's important. Just everything that goes to damage, crit hit damage, you want it in. This is really good because especially against bosses, like this gives so much more damage to bosses. So make sure you max this one out. Max out head count. It's really important. This is really good too. Two Fang, extra projectile chances. Make sure that you have that maxed out because then you do more damage and it shoots everywhere. It goes crazy and you deal critical hit damage. It goes back to your ammo. The ammo goes back to your gun, which I'll get into later. So it's really important too. You max this one out. Hunter skill, everything important. Uh, Gun damage, crit hit. Obviously, you max that out, and you max this one out, and then you go for the last one, which is crit hit chance plus 20%. So basically, this means that you can hit any part of the enemy. So you don't have to headshot or hit the back of some fat dude to get crit hit. You can just hit anywhere like to get crit hit. So basically, for me, like I don't have good aim, so then I maxed it out. So then I can just get a 20% chance of getting an extra crit hit. So then ammo goes back to my gun. Alright, moving on to my weapons. You don't have to have all of these, like King's Call, Rowan's Call, Lucian's Call, but like you just make sure you have guns that says like every time you have a crit hit, it returns bullet to your gun. That's the best part about this build is that once you open Fade Away, and you start shooting guns, start shooting your bullets, not your guns, but my bad. Start shooting bullets, it deals like all crit hit damage, right? Obviously. So then you get bullets back and you never reload. So you're just trying to find the guns that deals the most damage while returning bullets to your gun. Basically, yes, that's the strategy that we're going with. And so I have Lucian's Call, I have Roland's Call, King's Call. Queen's Call is also another good gun. Let me find it real quick. I have a bunch of King Call, my bad. Queen's Call is also really good because it's basically the same thing as King's, but my King's Call right now is better. You should also get a class mod that says Bounty Hunter, like whatever Bounty Hunter, because there's this spec that says bosses are now treated as human beasts and robotics for flag hunt skills. So basically, it just means that like all bosses, you can do the same amount of damage to bosses than like normal mobs. So it's really good. Yeah, well obviously it's really good because I have it. Yeah, that's that. Alright, let me show you guys some gameplay real quick. Let's say hi to my pet. It's gonna be licking my wounds. You already know what's up. Alright, so I'm in Mayhem 3 True Vault Hunter mode. I didn't even show you guys the spec. Hold up. The modification for this is minus 50% with all guns, plus 45 skill damage. Okay, that's radiation damage. Oh, plus 45. Okay, so this is not that easy, but not that hard as well. And you can see how much damage I deal. So right now, I'm shooting chest, doing okay amount. Like this build is all based on waiting for your action skill. Once this guy go down for a bit, I'll pull out my action skill, pull out my King Call, and I'll show you guys how much damage it does. Oh yeah, and normally it still reloads because I don't have good aim, but if you do have good aim, you probably never have to reload. Sorry, boys. Oh, if you don't have good aim, consider getting aimbot. That's what I've been thinking, but still gotta practice a little. Feel me? Alright, it's almost there, boys. Hold on tight. Making sure. Also, I'll take this time to talk about my Twitch a little bit. You know, shameless plug. I'll be streaming a lot, and I'll be farming legendary, so you guys can come in and say what's up. You know, talk to me a little bit, and if you guys have any legendaries you want, I'll be farming it, so you guys can always come in and get some. And that's like really good. Trust me, I got y'all. All right, here we go. You open alt, close your eyes. You see the damage? You see this? Don't forget, he has a lot of health. GG's, boys. Trust me, bro. This build, this is how you correctly play the Fl4k. Alright, boys. That's it for me. Hop on Borderlands. Add me on Epic. Talk to me in stream. And yeah, catch y'all some other time. Peace. Good. Is that okay? Perfect. Like